play ball.
That was good. That's good. We're gonna roll with that because we're back, and you know what? We're just gonna start it off, Gracie. So, welcome back to the Slide Podcast, everyone. I'm your host, Coach Aaron, and today I am joined with our co-host Rachel Garcia, and also today you're a co-host too, Gracie. So, Gameface Gracie's joining us today, and this is going to be just a softball episode where we don't have a super special guest with us today. We're just going to talk about softball. So I'm going to shut up. And Rachel, what's been going on with you?
Yeah, I mean, I just finished my entire season, so it's been a good last 2 weeks, I would say. I got an opportunity to play in the Homerun Derby X with MLB, so that was really cool.
Now, how did they do that? They put you guys on teams?
Yeah, so it's a co-ed team. So I had two guys, and then some teams had two girls. So it was just like kind of how they put the teams together. So I was on the Blue Jays, and I had Kevin Pillar and Devin Travis as my teammates.
And you guys won, right?
We won in Kansas City, and then we got to use Salt Lake City, which was for the finals. We were out the first game, but I mean, it was just a great. I think it was just so much fun, just being able to represent softball at that stage and then have such phenomenal like baseball athletes there. I mean, some of the big names were there. So it was really cool just to, just be in that atmosphere and just put on a show.
Congratulations.
I think Conseco was at the one last year, I believe. I think that's what they had. Eric Sim was there and I think some others. But anyway, well, you've been overseas, but it wasn't just for pleasure. You went and brought home some jewelry, I guess. Is that what we would say? Is that right?
That is correct. We got gold out there. So that was really cool. I mean, yeah, anytime you get an opportunity to play international, I mean, it's so much fun just being able to see a new country and see just the different, atmosphere and just, how things are different. So.
Yeah, that's
So true.
I don't know about China. I don't think I could eat legit Chinese food over there though, because it's never looked good on TV. So
yeah, I mean, we stick to what was in the village and kind of in our area, so we didn't really adventure out too much.
Yeah, I see like all those markets and stuff where they're just like cutting up octopuses and nah, I can't do that stuff.
I actually never seen that before.
Oh, you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it. But Gracie, what's been going on with you, Grace?
So this weekend was my first tournament for me joining the Firehackers since I joined. And this season we won a 4-day tournament and we took home the championship.
Yeah, congratulations. That's huge. And you got some jewelry as well, right?
Yep.
That's right. Show everybody. You gotta show off the bling here.
Yeah.
Look at that. Gracie brought home the gold. And I think I talked to Lily's dad, and Lily and her team, I think they've won like their last championship as well. So listen, we have a whole team full of champions on this show, and I'm proud of it. So, well, today, look, we're gonna talk a little bit about softball. Hopefully, I'm going to be educated a lot, and I want to start it off really with Rachel. What's your best memory playing softball as a kid growing up?
Best memory. I mean, I really enjoyed just being around my teammates, especially because I'm an only kid, and those were like my sisters. And I think still to this day, like my travel ball team from when I was in 12U, 10U, I don't even remember. But some of us still keep in contact. Some of us live next to each other. So I think it's just cool. You just, the relationships in the family that you create through travel ball. That was probably one of my most favorites.
Yeah, that's awesome. What about you, Gracie? So you've had a couple years experience, not quite as much as Rachel, but like what sticks out to you most about your time playing softball?
What sticks out to me?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Mentors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Someone specific?
My coaches, like Tony Rico from Firehackers, Holly. She's also the range squad too. Just they all stick out to me in softball.
That's awesome. Well, and I think it's very similar to what Rachel said is the support group around you kind of thing, it's
Yeah.
that kind of that extended family kind of thing. So now
I like
Gracie, when go ahead.
I like Tony Paisley.
Yeah, can't forget her. Can't forget her. You know her, Rachel, right?
Uh,
Tony?
I
Tony Paisley?
Tony Paisley?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
We need to get her on the show anyway.
Yeah, we
So
have to connect
Yes,
this.
we
yeah,
do.
she's a pretty big social media like pitching trainer,
Okay,
and she works with
She's
a
good.
lot of the girls in their area specifically. So
gotcha. I'll have to look her up.
now, Gracie, we talked about memories. Where do you want to take softball? Like, what's your end goal with softball? Where do you
Mm,
want to play in college? Do you want to play pro like Rachel?
yeah, I'm just hoping to make it through college. I just don't wanna stop at, like, high school, because I feel like most of these girls stop at high school in softball, and I feel like I just wanna follow my dream and just keep going. So
Hmm.
I just want
Yeah, I mean, Rachel, talk about the difference in today's softball versus when you were growing up, like the opportunities that are out there. I mean, like it's not just about college anymore, right?
I mean, with NIL going on and the whole social media platform, I think there's a lot of opportunity, but I mean, the game has just evolved. I think when I was your age, like kids were going fast to commit to their schools, and I just remember some were in 7th grade committing, and I just was so
What?
confused because I was like,
what? Is
yeah,
7th
yeah,
grade?
7th grade was
Oh
when
my
people
god.
were starting to commit. So the whole rule that changed of not what is it, September 1st of your junior year.
Was there a rule now that prevents earlier? Okay,
Yes, so that had changed when I got into college, and I think that, that was a big game changer, I think, for just younger athletes, just to be able to focus on their sport and just enjoy being a kid. I mean, that's what's most important, especially at your age. Like, there's a lot of girls drop out. I mean, not even girls, just athletes in general just drop out of sport because of burnout. So I think, just
Yeah.
being able to enjoy being a kid while you can, because the second you commit to softball or any sport, like you're fully committing and you're giving up a lot of your personal life to go and fully commit to get to the next level every like you said, you wanted to get to college and after that you want to play pro. So you have to fully commit in what you want to
That
do.
is, just, like, so true because you're just, like you're giving up a lot just to
There's a
do
lot of sacrifices and it starts with your parents. So make sure you thank your parents.
that's right.
just your
Parents are
family
always
members.
go ahead.
Like, your family members, like I mean, one of my family members, my tia, she's the whole reason why I started playing, and
Really?
also because I looked at a softball field and a couple baseball players and it looked cool.
Of course. I think you look cool too.
It looked fun, so
Yeah. What made you want to pitch?
I don't know. I think something inspired me. I do not remember what. I wish I do. I just think it was either watching a player or just
You thought it looked cool when the pitcher struck him out, and you were like, "I want to do that." That's probably
but
what it
that's what
was.
it was. I'm sorry.
That's what it was. Yeah, you wanted to blow some smoke, so you
I
wanted to
saw
throw
it.
smoke. Now, Rachel, how early in your career in softball in the youth side did you commit to being a pitcher?
I
Was
was
that
young.
early?
I mean, yeah, I was playing in American Indian League, which is like the little league area in our hometown, and
Mm-hmm.
I wanna say I was probably about 7, and my parents were filling in because our coach couldn't make it, and they always help. So they just one game, they're like, "Who wants to volunteer to pitch?" And I raised my hand, and both my parents like, "Are you sure?" Because I was not the tallest person on the team. I was small, little stocky, just, I didn't look like a pitcher, so they were kinda surprised, and the first pitch I threw came in at a decent speed, it just didn't have control. And so
Right.
then yeah, so then everybody kept telling my parents that they needed to put me in pitching lessons. So I was like, "All right, like let's give it a shot." And so my very first pitching coach, Heather Meyer, she's awesome. I stuck with her through pretty much through high school. I mean,
Wow,
so I stuck with her for the long time.
that's so cool. Now, Gracie, I know you train all the time. What kind of training do you like doing the most to help you be a pitcher? Agility?
Agility. I just like lifting weights. I just like doing all that stuff. Like, if I could, I would make my own gym and use that as a playground. Like I feel like if I ever were gonna go to gym, it would be like my playground. 'Cause
I like that.
I
You
try
should
to make
open it, Gracie's Playground.
yeah. It just makes me stronger as a pitcher.
I like it. Rachel, when you look at kids today and you look at like how quick kids get committed, how much overworked they get in a lot of cases, like what's the difference between when you were coming up versus today?
I think the biggest difference was that, we took our time off. Like my parents were very adamant on like, all right, Christmas break, like you're not touching the softball. Even as soon as season ended, like I think we took maybe 2 months off before I actually started playing again. Like there was breaks for me in between all my seasons. And even before I fully committed to travel ball, like my parents were like, we're gonna put you back in rec league just, before you fully commit to travel ball, because the second we commit, like that means you have to give up a lot. And so we want you to just enjoy being a kid, play the sports you want to play and just,
Be a kid.
be a kid. And so I think in today's world with sports, it's like I hear some of these kids are playing 5 to 6 to 7 games in a day and I'm like, that is absurd. That is a lot of games to play. I mean, if you look at us college, like the college athletes and then us pro athletes, like we barely play double headers. So it's crazy to me that these kids are playing these amount of games in just a span of a day. Like, I mean, it's unheard of, I feel like. And I think that's ideally what's causing all these burnouts is just the amount of games with no like recovery time or just like rest or again being a
Yeah.
kid. Like you want to enjoy everything before everything starts to get serious.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, when it gets serious, it becomes work
Mhm.
because now you have responsibility. Now you have, there's money involved that's, extra money. And so,
True.
Gracie, I can promise you, you don't want to grow up and start work too early because when you have to, listen, when you have to, I hope you're a pro athlete. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
So, and Rachel right now is paving the way so that hopefully you'll be able to commit to a full time athlete as a softball player. So, Rachel, ain't that right? You're going to get it all fixed for her,
Yes.
yeah?
We're working on it. Our generation's working on it because I know, and it's sad. Like you think a lot of people have opportunities past college to keep playing, and that's not the truth. I mean, I feel like very, very few get the opportunity to keep playing, and so the goal is to just allow that pro atmosphere to grow and expand, so that way there is more opportunity after college. Because a lot of us still have second jobs on top of being a pro athlete.
Yeah. Now, AUSL, when are they making the announcement for the 2 additional teams? Have they said yet?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I know we're
I'm
expecting something to
excited.
come out, I think, end of September, early October, something like that. I don't remember, but
And then you guys are going to get redrafted and everything again, right?
yes. So, well, some players get to stay, so that you get a certain amount of players locked in on a team, and then the rest just get redrafted. And I think that's just so it's a level playing field for the other two teams coming in.
Gotcha. All right, I got to
Yeah.
ask. I'm going to put you on the spot. Are you going to be a Volt next season?
I don't
If
know.
you
Maybe
don't
I
know,
hope
you
so.
don't know. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know yet.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to tell I watched a lot of softball this past season. Gracie, who did you watch the most?
Softball.
Did you
I like
watch the
what
World Series?
yeah,
Who were you pulling for?
World Series.
So Texas won it against Texas Tech. But then UCLA was in there and quite a few more schools.
I think I'd go for Tech.
Texas Tech?
Yep, I went for Tech. I remember.
Ooh, you know what? The transfer portal has loaded them up this offseason. I mean, there was some pretty big names in the softball world went to Texas Tech. I think a couple girls from Georgia. So yeah, they may be there again. Now, It's Naja. Is it Naja Kennedy? How do you pronounce her name?
Agree? I think
Najiri.
Marjorie Kennedy. I was going for her
Yeah,
the most. I was going
she's
for her
a.
the most. She's a
Oh,
beast.
okay. She was a beast, wasn't she?
she's
Yes.
Like,
strong. Yes, she is very strong.
and I think Gracie, she was the first $1 million female athlete.
Yep. My dad
Is
told
that
me about that.
is that right? Now, all right, Rachel, explain this to me because I don't understand. So, all right, so now here we have a college athlete making substantial money,
Mhm.
and then we have a pro league where you guys are hoping to get to that stature. Like, what do you feel like is the big gap right now between the two?
I feel
Is
like
that a bad question to put you on the
no,
spot with?
I mean, it's a hard question. It's a hard question. I would just say, college softball right now is just on this pedestal, and I feel like pro softball until this year, I don't think we were getting the recognition because we were on this point system and an individual basis. I don't think it was drawing enough attention to, grow our sport. And so I
Yeah,
think just being able to bring back that traditional softball, people to root for a team, the new players that are coming in. Like, I mean, we had Mia Scott come on the vaults and she absolutely just drew an amazing crowd. Same with Sam Landry. So I think as we start to bring in these names from college, it's going to start growing our sport a little bit more because now that we do have the traditional platform again.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think ideally that's going to help our sport grow is just keep allowing more opportunity for these college athletes to come back and like continue to keep playing and just, grow
Mhm.
grow that pro platform because right now like we're climbing the hill, but we're not there yet. Not even close.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Yeah.
it's changed so much just in the last few years.
Even
And you,
just my 4 years, I mean, this is my 4th year in pro, and it's changed a lot.
yeah, I mean, you guys, and I don't know about previously, but this year you guys were selling out stadiums, right? Selling out
Yes.
like, I mean, not, we're not talking MLB, but you guys were selling out these complexes and
Yep.
stadiums. Like that,
Yeah, I
see,
mean,
that's good.
we had an opportunity to play
Rachel.
in Austin at Dill Diamond, and I think that was by far the biggest crowd we drew, and, I mean, just
Wow.
the excitement that you get because at the World Series, like, it's filled, every seat is absolutely taken, and just to be
Mhm.
in front of a crowd like that again was fun, and just it's exciting because it's promising when you fill stands like that.
Yeah, yeah. Look, now, Rachel, I want to go to the World Series one year. You got some hookups for me? It's okay.
I'll
Don't answer.
try, I'll
Don't
try.
answer. Don't answer. Because then everybody's gonna see this, and your inbox is gonna like blow up. So, Gracie, you have any questions for Rachel?
Yes. So if your confidence was like a battery, like what like charges it the most? Like your practice, your team, your
Yeah, I would
self-talk.
say I would say it's my teammates. My ride or die right now has been Deja Mulipola is just, phenomenal catcher. She played at U of A. And I think when you get human beings like that in your corner who just can, even if you're not on your A game, like, but still can, hype you up and just, get the job done, like that, those are the people that you want to be in your corner. Cause I think when you have human beings like that and teammates like that, like it
Yeah.
makes your game 10 times better.
It's so true because I was playing for a different team. I was in 10U though. I think I was first year tens. So there's this girl named Alana and she's an amazing catcher. She just hyped me up all the time. I just loved being partnered with her when it came with pitching in innings, pitching a game. It was just so amazing just being with her.
You know, I like how you like asked that question too. That was really cool how you did that. Look at you. You getting better. You blowing us all away. Well, tell me about a mound visit with you, Gracie. What's the catcher got to do to get your attention?
What the catcher has to do to get my attention, their
Hmm?
energy and their body language. Because when they have amazing so if even if they're going through, like, a slump or they made a bad play or the coaches are yelling at them and they have great body language and they look like a beast still, that's what catches my attention the most because you can't find players like that much.
Hmm. So what's bad body language look like?
Like your
Tell us,
shoulders are
tell
down.
everyone out there what not to do.
So if you guys are going through like a slump or you guys just feel like you're like sad or like you just don't feel well, like just don't drop your shoulders and make it look like you don't feel that way. Inside, if you feel that way, outside, make it look like you're okay and make it look like you're strong and you could prove to them that you're a beast.
There you go. Rachel, what's your advice for kids like that?
Yeah, I mean, I think after whether it's a bad inning or a bad at bat, like if there's a water jug in there, go take a sip of water, crush that water bottle and throw it away. Like I think that's, if you can just trash it right away, the faster you'll get over it.
I like it. Yeah, because another thing it does too is your opponent is watching your body language, and when you look frustrated, you're weak.
Mhm.
And that's at least how I've always viewed it. That's still the same, Rachel, right? If you see a
Yeah.
frustrated batter coming up into the box, you probably going to just try to blow it right by them, right?
Mhm. Exactly.
Like, oh, I see them. They're down. We're about to blow them up. So, well, look, Gracie, you're on a new team. You're just in love with this team. What's the biggest
Yes.
what's the biggest difference with this team for you?
God is the biggest difference because my coach, he is a very big God believer. And I feel like that, I feel like before I tried out for this team, I prayed to God, hey, but if this team is right for me, please have the coach come to me first. And after the tryout, the coach came up to us and he was like, and he wanted to speak to us. I forgot what he said, but he wanted me on the team that day. And I was like, oh my God, like it was just such a holy moment. And he's such a big God believer. And that's what I wanted the most.
You didn't gave me cold chills all over my body right now. Like that is Rachel. I have to imagine a coach like that makes the world of a difference for an athlete, right?
Absolutely. Especially when you have someone that's gonna give you all the confidence no matter whether it's on the field or off the field. I think, what happens off the field, I think is what's most important is that if he can make you feel strong in your beliefs and strong as an individual, like that's what's important.
Yeah.
And lately, this same coach keeps doing prayer circles. And if he forgets, I'll remind him, "Hey, coach, we have to do a prayer circle before a game." And it always leads it, and it's amazing. And the fact that he gives us the time for the prayer circle just makes me so happy.
You know what? I know you've been through a lot of challenges, right? And you'll still continue to go through challenges. And Rachel and myself, we go through challenges as well. And like you said, the Lord tests us, right? And the Lord's gonna put us in the right position. And sometimes we don't feel like that, but having faith and believing that we've got to be patient. It's on His timetable, and you know what? You get rewarded a lot when you have that kind of faith and confidence. So Gracie, you're a rock star. All
Thank
right.
you.
What other questions you got for Rachel? Because I know you probably got a
Yeah.
couple.
So this is one of the main questions I want to ask. When the crowd is like really, really loud and everybody's like watching, do you block it out or do you use it as like energy?
I kind of both, I feel like sometimes, the crowds can get a little overwhelming, but also sometimes that that crowd can also like feel that fire. Like I think especially when they're cheering you on and or even if they're cheering on the other opponent, it's like, "Oh, no, I got this." Like, you wanna steal that energy. So I think
That's
it's
so true
it's like a best of
because
both worlds. So, like, when it does get a little overwhelming, like, I think I just focus in on my breath, and, I think people can definitely
Mhm.
see it on the field too of when, like, the second I take a really big, deep
Yeah.
breath, like, people know, "Alright, Rachel's locked in."
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for that specifically going forward. I'm gonna say, okay, that there's a
I remember I remember watching that before. I remember seeing her breathe before the mound. Tony Rico, he always say, "Well, your routine should be go to the back of the mound, take a deep breath, walk to the mound, think of your pitch, and then pitch it."
keep it simple.
That's right.
So Rachel, what's the biggest crowd you've played in front of, like through high school, even the Olympics
Yeah,
overseas?
I mean, I would have to say the Women's College World Series national championship game against Oklahoma.
Yeah. How many people?
That
Was it like 30?
all I can tell you, it was all Oklahoma fans.
Mhm.
So that wasn't intimidating? I mean, they're playing at home. It's a home game.
Yeah, technically they play there a lot, but I think, there was something different about that year, and I don't know what it was, but the energy that we had was like, "No, we got this. Who cares? Like, see a red with our little tiny blue square, like, we got this." And, like, we came out the bat, like, literally, Bree Perez hits a home run, Bubba Nichols hits a home run. It was like, oh my gosh, like, just I can't even describe it. Like, that
Yeah.
feeling was different vibes that I've ever felt before.
So
So
that's
cool.
when the air got sucked out right there is when those home runs started happening. So you pulled that energy from that crowd. That has to
Exactly.
be intimidating though. I mean, College World
Yeah.
Series, regardless. I mean, if Oklahoma's in there, you're going to be facing a hostile crowd in some cases. So
Yes.
yeah. Gracie, who do you think you're going to play for when you get to the College World Series?
Oklahoma.
Oh, really? Now, why? Is it because they're always there and they win?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All
They're
right.
winners. They're good. I want to play for Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Rachel might say UCLA. I don't know. You know, if Lily was here with us right now, she would probably be saying, well, actually, I think she's kind of split between Texas and UCLA and a couple, and I think it is so cool though, just to see how these programs continue to grow. And I feel like is the transfer portal. I mean, I guess it's pretty popular in the softball world these days.
Wow.
You think so,
Yeah.
Rachel? Like
I
it's
mean, I think
changed.
it's popular for all sports, and I think I don't know. It's interesting just to see people commit to a school and then just leave right after their first year. It's different. It's a
I know.
different vibe of college. So,
So
Yeah,
true.
it's there's good things about it, and then there's some negatives too. And I think if it handled correctly, I understand why a kid commits and maybe they don't get the play in time that they deserve, and they move.
Mhm.
But I
mhm.
don't like the idea of just saying I don't like it here. I don't like the coach and moving somewhere else. I feel like
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, and then the amount of money that's getting thrown at these athletes is, you know,
they're
Gra-
just babies too.
like, and from what I know, you're not even taught how to balance a checkbook anymore in school.
No,
And
Wait,
and
I'll
we're
tell
what?
you, they didn't even teach me that in high school, but I knew how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, now I do remember a class, and again, I'm a lot older, but I did have a class that went through that kind of stuff with us. We had an economics class, and we went through all that stuff. But kids these days, no, and
Wait,
yet
I
Mm-mm.
don't. I think
we hand them a blank checkbook. Go ahead, Gracie.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like I don't. So
I
I think
remember
I think
my
I answered the question for you guys because I don't know what you guys are talking about.
remember my econ class. We had to come up with a whole like budgeting thing, and before like that was like our project for the end of the year. I just remember
Yeah,
going through.
like
Really?
finances. It's Gracie. Listen, you're young. You got to make sure your mom and dad teach you the world of finance early. Because that'll help you make smart decisions as you get older.
Mhm.
You know,
Especially in college when you're getting money thrown at you.
yeah, like because that I feel like that money can ruin some athletes. Before they actually are able to achieve what they probably could have achieved. I
Yeah,
look at like Rachel. You watch college football?
little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Who's your team? UCLA.
I don't even want to answer that.
Is it UCLA?
I'm UCLA through and
Okay.
through.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
always rep UCLA. It's
Okay.
just
But I look at like Arch Manning, right? You know who this dude is, right? He's the quarterback for the Texas Longhorns. He's Peyton Manning and Eli Manning's nephew. This dude played 4 games last year as a red shirt, and he was making over $1 million. Because let's just face it, because his name, right? Because he hadn't shown us anything yet. And they had so much pressure on him coming into this year, and this dude's making like 5 million, I believe, this year. and he struggled for the first few games. And, I mean, I feel bad for him. I mean, people put unrealistic expectations on some of these athletes that get this money, and they're not ready for that yet, man. They're still learning how to just be who they are. And see, I get on my soapboxes and I need to shut up. Anyway, but Rachel, what kind of drills and stuff would you recommend for young ladies like Gracie today to really help take care of their arm and their bodies, but still continue to progress and potentially get to where you are?
That's a good question.
I would say long toss. Long toss will be your best friend. It'll make you stronger. I think you can, watching the ball fly through the air, like it'll tell you a lot of maybe where you're striding, how you're releasing it based on the movement of the ball, the spin. And ideally, it'll just, the longevity part of it. I think that'll also help.
See, I'm glad you said that because me and Mom, we're talking about doing long toss. And sometimes we'll either forget or we'll just like, it just we need it to become a habit though, because now that you said it and she's here, now that
Listen, Rachel
now that
said it.
you said it, that I need to incorporate it because that's really what like the key to being a great pitcher and getting stronger. That's something we need to incorporate.
Same
Yeah,
within baseball.
there were some times where I would go into a lesson and I did nothing but long toss the entire 30 minutes. Like that to me, I think was kind of what helped develop me early on is because I was able to, every single time I try and do long toss, like it was maxing out the distance, how far I can go. And when you do long toss, make sure that you're throwing it as high as you can, not just for strikes. I think, just every single time when you go out there and you do long toss, like see if you can max out your distance every time. And that'll show you how much stronger you're getting every single time.
Now, when you say long toss in the softball world, does that mean she's throwing it
Underhand.
underhanded?
Yep,
Underhand.
hmm
I'm
Yep.
thinking overhand, and I'm like, yeah, we do that, but underhand. Woo.
Yep.
Okay.
I need to get a bullpen in with Rachel.
You need to get what?
A bullpen in with Rachel.
Yeah. You're in California. You guys can, figure out something. She's in San Diego though, so she's a little bit of ways from you.
I think I do have a
Well,
tournament.
I'm going to Irvine with Team USA October 3rd, and I think there's a softball clinic going on. So
Look at there.
yeah.
Look at there.
And it's a U18 team, so we'll be playing against Team Japan.
Really?
I'll be there.
Awesome. Well, you get to meet her in person. Rachel, I got a bone to pick with you because your cards are very expensive to buy. And I've got Mia Scott's, I got Reese Atwood. You think she's going to play pro next year?
I would assume she is.
Yeah, she's a beast. I think it'd be cool to see her as your catcher, but I don't have any Rachel Garcia autograph cards. They're very expensive on eBay and stuff. So
Give me 1 second. I got one.
see, that's you put them on the spot, Gracie, and that's you get some stuff.
I need to get her card.
My mom makes playing cards for me, so when I have the opportunity, because I don't get the Topps cards as much.
Look at that. Yeah, I'll take one of those. Yep. And Gracie, if you ever have like a ball left over at the end of a game and you're like, this was a great game and I've got a couple of these balls extra, like I want you to sign one and send it to me too, because I'm going to start collecting this kind of stuff. So
Okay.
yeah. Now, Gracie, I got to ask you a question. I know you do some practicing and some training and hitting, and Rachel has been an example of an athlete that can do both. Is that your plan, Gracie? Yeah. So at what age, Rachel, do you start to notice coaches trying to make you a PO?
Early.
Really?
Early.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's a fear of a pitcher getting hurt or getting hit by a pitch. I don't know, but it started early with me.
Like what, 10, 12, 14?
Pretty much my
Earlier?
entire Pretty
Wow.
much my entire playing career. It was always Rachel's never going to be a two-way player, and every single time, I'd get my opportunity, I'd prove them wrong, and then they'd have to put me in the lineup.
It's true. It's so true. My previous team, yeah, they PO'd me. Very. I was still 9. I was still 9, and they PO'd me too. So
Well, look, and I think Rachel has told me several times she's had to push back on a lot of folks who believed that. And, Rachel backed it up. So, Gracie, all you got to do is be able to back it up
mhm,
like
yeah,
juvenile. See?
absolutely.
Yep. See, that's one of those stupid jokes that I make that no one will get. And I'll have. So, anyway, well, awesome. Well, ladies, this was cool. Just hanging and chatting. Gracie, do you have any more questions for Rachel before we hop off? And if you do, please ask.
Yep, I
Okay,
do.
go ahead.
So sometimes, like, I don't know if this happened to you before, but sometimes my pitches feel like really good during warm-ups, but then in a game, it just feels super off. Like, has it ever happened to you?
Yep, still does.
What did
I
you
feel
do?
like, it's never you're never gonna be perfect every game. You're never gonna have your A game. But I think it's the effort you give into those C games, those B games. Like, if one pitch isn't working, but your other pitches, maximize what you can with it and just, get throw you gotta throw every single pitch with 100% intent. And I think that's ideally what's gonna get you through and, be confident in throwing even when it's not your A game.
What do you do normally, Gracie? How do you handle it?
Just like shit, like if one pitch is working and the other pitch isn't, just try to work with it and just try to push through. You know?
What's
Or
your
even just like if if it's a practice or a friendly, I'll try to fix it, but then if it's like a championship game or tournament, I'm just gonna have to work with the other one because I don't wanna have to make like a walk off of just trying to fix a pitch.
I think that's pretty smart. What you got, Grace?
I got one more.
Go ahead.
So what do you hope people will remember about you besides getting medals and rings?
I think ideally the number one thing is just, that I'm a human being and that, I give back and I want to be able to help this sport no matter what it is. And yeah, I just want to be known for being nice and just fun to be around. I don't know.
I like
Okay,
that.
that's good.
Gracie, what do you want to be known for? Like you're still building your brand, right? So what do you want people to know and think about you?
Inspiring people like that may have eye conditions like me, because at the end of the day, I do have an eye condition. I've been doubted many times, but I've been trying to push through it and ignore the people that have not believed in me and try to focus on the positive. And even though I may have eye conditions, I'm still a human being and I could still I could do anything I want to do.
100%. And let me tell you something. All of that pushback that you've ever gotten and you've pushed through it, you're learning things that others aren't, right? You're being tested when others aren't, right? Sometimes people's just God-given talent gives them an easy pass, but at some point in time it will get hard. You're prepared. You're learning and you're going to have something that some of those other players won't have. At least that's what I think because you're going to be used to adversity, right? And adversity happens to everyone. And it's almost like working out. You're building a muscle there and a strength inside that will truly inspire and continue to inspire people. So
Yep.
awesome. Well, Gracie, I want to thank you very much for hopping on here with us. Rachel, same to you. And it's great to see you ladies. Yeah. Any final words from
I
either
do.
one of you?
I do. So
Okay.
I actually do something have so I have something coming soon that does come with inspiring other kids. I don't want to say what it is yet because I want to surprise you guys and the rest of the world and with other kids that may have it. So you guys may be one of the first ones to figure it out, but
I like it.
it's something that should inspire a lot of kids.
That is, I can't wait. What's the time frame, Gracie? Do we got to wait like a month or how long? I don't have a lot of patience, but how long we got to wait?
I don't think it should be a month, but
I'm just playing
that's
with you.
that's
You,
just probably the latest.
it's okay. It's okay.
But
I
soon. It's coming soon.
Hey, I'm just excited to know something's coming. So, well, Rachel, thank you, ma'am. And well, what's next for Rachel Garcia?
Off season, getting married.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
When's the big day?
December 6th.
Y'all did it in the December? Y'all wanted a cold wedding, huh?
Well, I wanted November, but
well, you're in San
December
Diego.
6th, yeah.
Like,
it's still pretty warm during this time of year or during December.
I'm thinking where I live in December. That's pretty nippy. So, but that's awesome. Where's the honeymoon?
New Zealand.
Wow. Okay.
I'm so sorry, but I'm just like so shocked. I'm so shocked. I'm like, first of all, I didn't even know there was a plan for this.
Rachel, what's wrong with you? You did not fill her in on all these details. And
Gracie, you follow me on Instagram? Come on.
Yeah, I do.
That's so awesome. Well, that's big stuff coming. Is the wedding planning all done?
Not quite done. There's still some small things, but we got the big things out of the way, which was the venue, food, and the dress. So the rest is just the smaller things.
You know what? I can't imagine planning a wedding these days, but
it's expensive.
It is very expensive, Gracie. You tell Mom to go ahead and start saving up for that big day for you too.
Time, so.
Yes, you do. But believe me, you're going to want all this time to save. So.
Okay.
It's not cheap. So. Well, awesome. Well, listen, everyone, thank you guys for continuing to hang in there with us. And listen, we want more softball players, baseball players on the show. And, if you know of anyone that needs to come and hang out with us, make sure to reach out to us and we'll have them on the show. And Rachel, give a shout out to your sponsors and our show sponsors. Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Squares and Wilson, Louisville, Airwave.
Yeah. Squares is a sponsor of our show. I also want to call out Stinger Sports out of Fort Mill, South Carolina. Really great partners. And Gracie, did you get your batting gloves in yet? I normally wear mine. Like home batting gloves. Like Mateo, the baseball kid, this is his design from our home batting gloves. So it's called Toxic Barrels. Go to Home Batting Gloves and pick up a pair of Toxic Barrels. You're definitely going to want them for Christmas. I mean, who don't want
I'm going to get mine today. I'm getting mine today.
Awesome. Get them. Let's flex. Let's flex our muscles here. So awesome.
That's a great design.
Listen, make sure to go follow Gameface Gracie on Instagram. Follow Rachel Garcia probably everywhere. Where can we find you, Rachel?
Instagram is my main platform. It's Rachel_00_Garcia.
There you are. And make sure you follow us. We're everywhere. Instagram is definitely our main platform, and we're still trying to learn all the rest of them. So follow us and make sure you share some of these clips. And because I have a feeling that these clips and this episode is going to inspire some young ladies. All right. Thank you guys so much. This is the end of the episode. But before we leave, Gracie, until next time.
I'll catch you on the Slack.
Thanks for joining the action and sharing our love for the game. Now go practice your swing, or at least look like a pro in the mirror. Subscribe and follow the Slide Podcast and the Field Team on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all your favorite social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review, a thumbs up, and recommend us to every person you meet. Got a question? Drop it in your review. We might just answer it on the podcast. Keep grinding, dreaming big, and remember, there's nothing you can't accomplish. Till next time, we'll catch you on the Slide.